Bună ziua! Bine ați venit la lecția numărul 8 de limba engleză pentru grupa de avansați Dreams Come True. Astăzi vom discuta despre verbe, despre timpuri ale verbelor, despre moduri și, de ce nu, vom face și o referire la consistența vocabularului. După ce vă abonați, cei care nu v-ați abonat încă, vă rog să faceți o captură de ecran pentru aceste două pagini pe care le vom lucra imediat. Se văd clar? Exercise number 1. Choose the correct item. 1. They are looking for a new house at the moment. 2. She has just passed her driving test. 3. I think to go shopping on Saturday afternoon. 4. Be careful, you are going to drop that plate. 5. Ben looks tired. He had been working hard all day long. 6. When I left home this morning, it was raining. 7. By the time I got here, Bill had already left. 8. I was 3 years old when my sister was born. 9. Mr. Jones has drunk 2 cups of tea today. 10. Sarah has been my best friend since 1992. Exercise 2. Fill in the gaps with must, mustn't or needn't. Must, trebuie. Mustn't, nu trebuie, și needn't, nu este nevoie. Number 1. You needn't hurry to the shop. I won't start cooking until you get back. You must remember me to buy eggs. You needn't forget because I need them for the cake. Or you mustn't forget. It is an obligation. You mustn't forget because I need them for the cake. 2. Can I use the scissors? Yes, but you mustn't use them unless there is an adult with you. And you must be very careful. You might hurt yourself. 3. Must I tidy my room today, Mom? No, you needn't do it today. But you must do it before your friends come on Saturday. 4. Dinner is ready. You must wash your hands before you eat. Okay, but first I must take off my boots. All right. You needn't do that because I haven't cleaned the floor yet. No, really, I must take them off because they are very dirty. 5. I'm going to the supermarket. Are you coming with me? Must I come? You needn't come if you don't want to. I'll go by myself. Exercise 3. Complete the sentences with an appropriate modal verb. Number 1. Why don't we buy some new furniture for the house? Shall we buy new furniture for the house? Number 2. You aren't allowed to use the office computers. You mustn't use the office computers. Or you aren't permitted to use the office computers. Number 3. Is it possible that Kelly is at her brother's? Kelly may be at her brother's. Number 4. Would you like me to call your parents for you? Should I call your parents for you? Number 5. I advise you to go to university. You could go to university. Number 6. Richard managed to buy a new car after saving for months. Richard could buy a new car after saving for months. Number 7. I'm sure Alex isn't at work. Alex can't be at work. Number 8. Perhaps Eric will have to come shopping with us. Eric may have time to come shopping with us. Number 9. It isn't necessary for you to do the washing up now. You needn't do the washing up now. Number 10. I'm sure he's French. He must be French. Exercise 4. Fill in the gaps with the correct relative adverb or pronoun where necessary. Yesterday, Amanda met a very interesting man in the library where she works. He was looking for a book which he needed for some research he was doing about ancient Egypt. He told her that he worked for a director who was making a TV program about ancient civilizations. Amanda showed him the books that he was looking for. She asked him for the date when the program would be shown on TV. When she watched it the following month, the presenter said, I'd like to thank the lady whose help in the library was very useful. Amanda was very pleased, and that's why she decided to start watching that program more often. Excuse me for a while, please. Excuse me one moment. Sorry, don't be angry with me, please. Exercise 5. Rewrite the sentences in the passive. They must prepare the food tonight. The food must be prepared tonight. Number 2. Someone attacked Sam on Saturday night. Sam was attacked by someone on Saturday night. Number 3. The maid makes the beds every morning. The beds were made by the maid every morning. 4. He will write the letter next week. The letter will be written next week by him. 5. Gary had finished the project. The project had been finished by Gary. 6. Catherine is baking the birthday cake. The birthday cake was baked by Catherine. 7. Did Ellison inform the police? Was the police informed by Ellison? 8. The police were watching the burglars. The burglars were watched by the police. 9. We have to wash the dishes before we go out. The dishes must be washed before we go out. 10. You must complete your homework tonight. Your homework needs to be complete tonight. 11. They may paint their house this summer. Their house might be painted by them this summer. 12. They teach 3 languages at that school. 3 languages are taught at that school. 13. Tara was driving the car. The car was driven by Tara. 14. Who wrote that poem? Who was that poem written by? 15. Mr. Jefferson was tidying the kitchen. The kitchen had been tidied by Mrs. Jefferson. 16. The boss is going to offer Andrew a better post. Andrew would be going to be offered a better post by the boss. Exercise 6. Put the verbs in brackets into the correct tense. 1. I will help you with the shopping later if I have time. Unless you leave now, you'll miss the train. 3. If I were you, I wouldn't buy a second-hand car. 4. If only it stopped snowing, we could go outside. 5. Paul had a car accident yesterday. He wishes he was more careful. 6. If William paid the electricity bill, it wouldn't have been cut off. 7. Sarah wishes she didn't have to work so hard every day. 8. I wish you didn't make a mess in the kitchen every time you cook something. Or don't make, but it is better didn't because wish goes with past tense only. Exercise 7. Turn the following into reported speech. 1. I'll cook dinner tonight, Mary said to Anna. Mary told Anna that she would cook dinner that night. 2. Why are you crying? Mother asked Tommy. Mother asked Tommy why was he crying. 3. Please, please lend me some money, the woman said to the rich man. The woman begged the rich man to give her some money. 4. Don't knock at the door so loudly, Mr. Smith said to the children. Mr. Smith told the children not to knock on the door so loudly. 5. Coffee is grown in Brazil, the teacher said to the students. The teacher told the students that coffee was grown in Brazil. 6. Can you come at 4 instead of 5 tomorrow afternoon? Rick asked me. Rick asked me if I could come at 4 instead of 5 the next afternoon. 7. I have never seen that woman before, the man said to the policeman. The man told the policeman that he had never seen that woman ago. 8. I'll buy a new toy train for your birthday, Grandpa said to Alex. Grandpa promised to Alex he would buy a new toy train for his birthday. 9. What time is Paul coming? I asked. I asked what time was Paul coming. 10. Call me as soon as you hear about the results, the boss said to me. The boss told me to call him as soon as I hear about the results. We will stop here. Thank you for your participation. See you tomorrow too for another lesson. Please subscribe and give me a like if you liked the exercise. Goodbye for now.